Good evening, everyone. I'm doing my video watch list for May 11th. These are in no particular order. I'm going to have to wean it down. It's a pretty big list tonight. First on the list here is PED. This was pretty nice trade today. You could have definitely made some money on it. I tried a halt resume. Just about, well, I nailed the entry, didn't nail the exit, still came ahead green, but not by much. But this is definitely gapping up. It was going to be on my watch list in here anyways, not so much because of just the gap up, but because it is holding the 50-day simple moving average. I believe that there's going to be a continuation on it. The only problem is the 200 SMA. It's up at 140. So if we gap up, I don't know. It depends if they come out with a little bit of a PR or anything like that. That can always drive these prices up. I thought there was some other news on it. I'm just looking here. Not really. Anyways, so okay, there's that, and then ITUS was going to be on the list for a possible continuation, but there was an offering, and look what she did. So a lot of these stocks, you got to really watch holding overnight, because this is the shit that happens. They usually drive the price up for a reason, especially once they're in the $1 range. I usually don't play these, but they're really fucking hot right now, so definitely something to keep on the radar. So that one is off. Let's... where is it? Ah, there it is. We'll get rid of that right now. And then TEAR. I do like the chart. It's kind of beaten down right now. It kind of looks like it's put in a bottom here at in the 180s, 190s. It's lifting off. It's on multi-week, multi-month breakout right now. It just needs to get over this 272 area, and for a continuation higher. But it does have the 50 SMA coming up here at 283. So it depends. We'll see if we can get a nice continuation on it. Hopefully, if some big volume comes in, we should be able to break through that. Also, yeah, no news out on it. It's just a chart play. So we'll see what happens. AMTX. This one I'm really interested in tomorrow. This will definitely be one of my top watches. It's got a good looking chart. It's basically topped out at kind of hovering around the 200 SMA right here. It had a fair size contract win, $6 million diesel fuel, biodiesel fuel, or diesel fuel contract. So I mean that's why this is the run up here. So if we can get some volume and a break over 160, we can probably really rock with this. So this is definitely will be top of my list. WAC, I really like this. It's got a really nice looking daily chart. It's starting to lift off the bottom here, which I do really like seeing. Also, the 50 SMA, it's just right there. So it closed at the 50 SMA. So hopefully we can get a break of 150 for a continuation. There was also an analyst upgrade on it today. Not much of an upgrade. It was an underperform to perform to market perform. But either way, it's good. This isn't really considered a gap, but there definitely will be filling in that range. If we can get some volume in, it'll definitely rock. Only 20 million in float. I don't really like New York Stock Exchange stocks. I usually like sticking with the NASDAQs, but we'll see what happens. The market cap's only 42 mil, float of 20 mil. So this thing can rock, and it does have some good news. Hopefully they come out with some sort of a press release or something, but the chart itself should do the work. As long as it kind of breaks over this 150 range, we'll definitely be sitting pretty, because then the next real resistance isn't up until the 350 and 4 range on it, so it's a nice one. PRTO was a main gapper this morning. It obviously just kind of sold off. It hit some resistance in here. If you kind of go back, if you look to the left, you can kind of see that it bottomed out at that resistance. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth a watch. It was reporting some FDA breakthrough therapy designation for whatever fucking drug it is. And then they came out with earnings at 8 a.m. and they reported a loss, but we'll see how the market reacts to that loss tomorrow. I'm not expecting much, but it's just, again, it's definitely worth a watch. It closed right at its 50 SMA for support. So if we can find some support, might get a continuation on it. Who knows? MTBC was a beautiful fucking squeeze play today. It's back on my watch. Even though it closed at lows, the offering came in finally. We were all kind of waiting for that. And yes, it did tank down, but it didn't really tank. I read the offering. It doesn't seem to be overly bad. I mean, some offerings are really fucking bad, and then some aren't so bad. This one definitely falls into the category of not so bad. It's, I believe, 1 million shares offered at the market, I believe. 2.3 million registered direct offering priced at the market Wednesday. So yeah, it's just at the market. There's also some warrants issued, I believe at $5 that can be exercised at any time. But yeah, I mean, the offering isn't fucking horrible, right? VSTM, another one that I'm definitely going to be watching. I think it had kind of some bad news come out right at the end of the day here. I'll take a quick look. Yeah, they had earnings out, and they reported a loss. So that could be what these down ticks are. I know they're low volume, but sometimes it can be an indication of how the market's going to read the earnings. But nobody seems to be really panicking. And it is a NASDAQ, and usually if it's bad news, NASDAQs will tank after hours. So the chart looks really, really good too. I do really like this daily chart. Again, that beautiful lifting off the bottom, as well as volume coming back in. So I mean, that's definitely good. We got to get over this here though. I'll zoom in on that here. We got to get over this area here in the 275, 280 range. So I'm looking basically for a break of 280 and then a push through 3 and then open skies, man. So this definitely can rip. It's got a little higher float for something that I like to watch for something that can really, really move in a day. It needs a little bit more volume to do that. 36 million in float, which is still on the low end, don't get me wrong, but definitely the lower the better, especially with these chart plays, to get that momentum going. But depending on what comes out tomorrow, hopefully they issue some sort of positive news. I think a lot of traders will be watching this right here. I mean, this is looking really good. Next on the list is SCON. This was on, I believe, my list earlier. I'm not too sure, but it definitely got some volume in today, and it won't let me shut that down. So I'll continue my watch list. It'll be a second part. It's a two-parter. Like I said, it's pretty long, so I'll get back to you here in a minute. Thanks, guys.